darker than before. Tales get strong with more blood and gore. Tales get strong, so guys will read it all. Tales get podcast.
Welcome to Tales Gets Podcast, the first and still only Tales Gets Trolled podcast on the internet. I'm your Tales Gets Trolled veteran, Kris from Expect Nothing, Get Less.
And I am Andre, from the same channel Expect Nothing, Get Less, as well as the king of wasted potential, and from the channel Obesus.
Hell yeah, starting off strong, early self-own, early self-deprecation, and that's what we like here on this podcast.
Came out the gate swinging. Also got fucking... I don't know. We've been trying to record this for a while now, and I got COVID, among other things.
Hell yeah, COVID, Andre.
I got that fucking premium disease that everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
Personally, not a big fan.
I don't think anybody's a big fan.
No, I've been watching a lot of fucking comedy. No, what's really funny is that I got a couple of COVID videos. It was just basically just me saying, yeah, I'm certified sick, and then doing some shit like a failed kickflip or something.
Based. Sounds pretty good. Can't wait to watch them on Obesus. But more important than that, Andre, what do you think of the new theme song that just played?
I love it. Go Power Rangers! Or some shit like that. I don't know. Yeah,
well, it's a parody of the Power Rangers Zeo theme song, but it's about this podcast instead.
Fuck yeah.
And I thought because we're basically in a new arc now, so every arc maybe we change up the theme songs. Yeah. So this arc doesn't. Is there any
arc that sort of can use like something like death metal-ish? Because that's all I can make.
Yeah, maybe the most recent one, probably.
Oh fuck yeah.
For the next arc, we need like a party type song.
Oh hell yeah! All right.
So I don't know what to do for that one, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I can try something out.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of us are quote unquote musicians. We play instruments and shit.
True.
I don't think we've even mentioned that until now.
I guess not. Yeah. I was in a band for many years, and
I've never been in a
band. It was pretty bad, but most bands are.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I just can't play like most shit for a long period of time. Like, I'm good at just playing something, then and there, and just mixing it together, like industrialized, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about our failed careers and failed lives and just being miserable failed people in general. We're here to talk about Tales Gets Trolled.
Fuck yeah. Okay, but first some.
Oh fuck yeah! This is a chapter with the meme.
Yeah, but before we get into that, Andre, we have some news. Number one.
Oh my god.
Some Tales Gets podcast news. We're now available on Amazon Alexa.
What? What?
You can say, Alexa, play that podcast, and we'll come up.
Alexa, play Tales Gets podcast?
Yeah, we're available on Alexa, and I saw that. I looked at our numbers, and we got a bunch of new listeners from Alexa. So, Alexa likes us, I guess. Shout out to Alexa.
Fuck yeah. Okay, cool. Let's get into the chapter.
No. First, we need biggest controversies.
Oh, dicks.
Number one. Okay, the only controversy is that we were on a semi-weekly schedule, and then we stopped because Elden Ring came out, and I played it a bunch. That's all I do in my free time.
No. Okay. You're not seriously saying that you neglected Tales Get podcast, the biggest thing since Joe Rogan, just to play Elden Ring.
I mean, if 8th Street can do it, why can't I?
Right, because you're not a fat Jew.
Yeah, but he has one of the biggest podcasts in the world, so, yeah. I guess I'll do it.
Yeah, last I checked, it was fucking shit.
Hey. It's pretty good. I like it. It's not bad.
Granted, last time I checked was the Bill Burr episode, which was fucking horrible.
That's like ages ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good episode.
Bill Burr coming on a podcast. Wouldn't that be
Well,
amazing? Just hear
what would he have to? What would he have to say about Tails Gets Trolled? I guess he'd have lots to say.
A lot of shit to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be amazing if he just fucking all of a sudden? All right, guys. So I found this fucking thing called Tails Gets Trolled. Fuck. I had a Bill Burr impression nailed for a second or a while back, but I can't do it now. Shit.
Yeah.
Well,
I found this podcast. It's called Tails Gets Trolled. A Tails Gets podcast.
It's like about this fucking, I don't know, Sonic character.
I don't know.
Character, video game, and like just him trying to wrap his head around it because it's so fun to hear him like just trying to like understand modern shit and trying to fucking justify it in his head.
All right, Andre. Enough Bill Burr fanfiction. Let's actually get into the chapter now. All right, so let's go on the chapter spread here. The title art. So we see it's following the previous chapters now. The boxes have become black and with red text, and it's no longer a chaper. It's back to being chapters. We had two chapers, but
I like the chapers better. For some reason.
Oh yeah. Because you're a big fan of The Chaperone, starring Triple H.
What the fuck is a Chaperone starring Triple H?
It's a terrible movie.
Obviously.
Yeah. This piece of art, you see all the soon-to-be neutrals. Because remember, we're still in flashback. Just looking at the camera, really shocked. Aside from Tom and Sylvester, just smiling.
Yeah, I guess they're probably high on catnip.
Yes, they might be.
Yeah, I remember he had cat. Yeah, he did have catnip, right?
He did. That's what he said.
Yeah. All right. Else, I fucking hate the art here.
Why? I really like it.
The shading, I absolutely
the shading.
hate it.
The shading's terrible.
It is god awful.
Especially on Porky's face, he has like one random circle on his face. Makes no sense.
Yeah. I'm really sorry, Liz, but this one you fucking screwed the pooch, man.
I love this piece of Coyote art, though. He looks truly like shocked and horrified.
Yeah. He actually looks like he's kind of like the cartoon when he's like.
Yeah.
Don't we get some close-ups of Coyote when he just sees a fucking truck coming at him?
Yeah.
His eyes, yeah.
This is probably referenced, but he looks way more like, I don't know, viscerally shocked than he does in the actual cartoon.
Deer in the headlights look.
Yeah.
I like it.
And it's Fud's Choice. It's a good name. Really want to know, what is Fud's Choice?
I don't know. I don't really have a lot to say about this. It's nice. Like the art style is good, but shading is horrible.
Yeah.
But it's simple, effective.
It's evocative. It's evocative. You see this piece of art next to the title Fud's Choice, and you're like, what is this chapter all about? And as opposed to the last weeks where it was just a bunch of guys standing around, completely unrelated to each other, this one is a lot better, I think.
All right, let's fucking get into it.
Okay, so let's get into the page 1 here. So as you remember from last week,
I can get a bow with this shit.
Yeah, as we remember from last week, Fudd and Coyote started puking, and they're like, "All right, let's leave." And Sylvester and Tom, they went to the bathroom to get some catnip, which, as we see here, is clearly just weed. They're just smoking weed right now.
Yeah.
And just see.
That's not how catnip works, but this is such a fucking, I don't know. I don't think Lazyboy Wins is smoking weed right now because this is not like a high conversation.
Yeah, this is completely pointless conversation right here. Like this entire page is almost entirely pointless. But the the conversation is so realistic as to like drunken high people talking.
Not the high people. Like the high people reminds me of the fucking. Remember that fucking video from Nippon Playlist with the guy who's like smoking weed? Dude, what are you doing with the shotgun? Dude, I'm so high right now. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. And those guys clearly never touched a weedle in their life.
Well, yeah, the first conversation between Sylvester and Tom, sure, it's not, but the conversation. The conversation between
yes, that's
fucking Fud and Coyote is a completely, I would say, rather than drunk, this is more of a high conversation right here.
Yeah, it could be both drunk and high, really.
Where okay, so Fud goes, "Hey, I can't find my keys. What happened to the keys?" And Coyote goes, yeah, I don't know." And Fud goes, "I can't remember." And then Fud goes, "Oh, yeah, I remember."
Coyote goes.
Coyote goes, "Oh yeah, I remember," and then we see like a close up face of fucking Fud looking like a complete anime character as he does like a blushy anime smile.
Well, that's because the fucking drunk like pink things.
Sure, but just
Drunk
every
blush.
element in this smile here looks like an anime Fud. And then Coyote just goes, "I don't know where the key is at. I just said I did."
I
And it's like,
have some.
yeah, this is complete weed conversation right here.
Yeah, I definitely had some of those conversations drunk as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think I would. If I was drunk, I wouldn't say this.
No,
This is more your brain on drug, I would say.
What? Your brain of drunk? What?
Your brain on drug, rather than
your brain on
alcohol.
drug, maybe. And Porky, okay.
Alright, so Porky is, as I remember, went with Lemon Stealing Whore, which is her canonical name, yeah, to the bathroom, and got a handy.
Just a handy? Fuck off.
Oh, we don't know what happened in there. But
Well, I love that she says, "You can keep that bra." B-R-A-H.
yeah.
You can keep that bra.
You can keep that, bruh. Yeah, because Porky comes out the toilet with like a pink bra on top of his head.
Oh, yeah,
and sweating.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Which, by the way, pigs don't sweat, so that's a feat in of itself.
True. Yeah. For some reason, I don't think Laserbot is like studied up on animal biology.
What the fuck? Are you telling me that
Shocking.
Laserbot does not know what the fuck is going on in the scientific community of pigs? That was a horrible sentence. My brain fucking...
That sounded like a Laserbot sentence right there.
No, my brain just fried itself a million times in that sentence.
By the way, this chapter is where Laserbot kind of goes full Laserbot. You'll get these, and you'll see what I mean later, but you'll get these like long fucking text boxes where it's just like one long run-off sentence where it's just, it doesn't really say that much, but it's very long somehow. We'll see soon. Okay, so the lemon stealing whore laughs to herself, saying that, "Haha, a Porky Pig will not be driving anywhere, as I stole all his stuff." So lemon stealing whore, a bad person. Can't believe they did that to my bro Porky here.
Maybe she's just preventing him from fucking driving drunk.
I do not think so.
You don't know that.
He's had 2 beers. Come on.
Right, yeah, you're just like fucking Bill Burr talking about gold digging whores. You just think that all women are whores, man. Cancelled.
Yes. Anyway, let's go on to page 2.
Yeah. God damn.
Okay.
Alright, these text boxes are fucking... Oh my god, okay, so can I just...
Yeah.
When Fuds says, and then just an H, huh? Oh my god, I love it. These are fucking...
Yeah, the text is not properly inside the... like, he does I mean, classic comic move is to draw the art and with the text boxes already inside the art. But I don't know. I guess he doesn't know how to make text smaller, or I don't know, do anything. So there's like text that cuts off at the end of the text box, and there's like text that pops up at the bottom of the text box. I just don't understand.
An entire row of just periods. Coyote says, under the text box. He's a fucking madman. That's what he is. He doesn't play by our rules.
He's a complete outsider artist, and you know what? That's what makes him good.
Yeah. Like he didn't go to school to create art or comics, and so he's not trying to do what everyone else is doing. He's just doing his own thing.
Exactly. He's like Henry Darger or whatever.
Yeah.
What's his face? The guy who wrote like 1 billion pages of like epic books and art, and but he was a complete madman who like was schizophrenic. Hell yeah, that is Laserbot.
No, he's like the Beatles of comics, because none of those guys had any formal training in music. They just fucking taught themselves as they were going.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you can see it multiple ways. This character, this Laserbot. So yeah, this conversation as well. Here, everybody's standing outside the bar, and again, it's complete. Nothing is accomplished in this conversation, where Fuds just asks, "Who has the keys?" And then Coyote's like, "I was about to ask that," and Porky's like, "Hey, does anybody know where the keys are?" And Fudd again is like, "Do you guys have the keys?" And fucking Sylvester and Tom are just like laughing and like grinning and just going like, "Ha, keys, man, you're making me laugh." And this is complete inane high people / drunk people talking to each other.
Oh my God. Okay, I love this one. Coyote goes, "None had the keys," and just Porky says, "How could this be?" Fucking Tom, "I don't know. Maybe you should find a key."
Yeah. And
I don't know. I love the fucking build up to that. It's such a fucking just a key.
Okay, so Fudd goes like, "Okay, we need to go find some help," and they just like start walking around the town, assumedly walking home, because they don't have the keys to their car, and everybody's like, "Wait, what are we doing?" And then Fudd's like, "Oh, we're going to get help." That's the entire page. It's just complete. Nothing was accomplished. Inane people rambling and talking to each other.
Yeah.
Really realistic.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is that it kind of reminds me of a fucking comic of when Captain America reunited with Wolverine after being frozen in the ice, and they just went out drinking. And one of their fucking goals was just to drink enough to stay drunk, because their healing factors could fight off alcohol, but not in enough amounts. And it was just like a fucking whole page dedicated to them just shooting this shit. This is sort of what it reminds me of, is that you can take a nice breather from the fucking action and all that shit.
Yeah.
And just sort of have these guys fucking around.
I see it more as Laserbot just pulling on his own personal experiences. He probably knows a lot of people who smoke weed, and we'll get more into.
What I mean is that like the fact that we get this at all is really fun.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is that he's just pulling on his own experiences and being like, to establish these as a group of friends, I'll do what my group of friends do, and that is just like get fucking high and get drunk and just have inane conversations.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So let's go on to the next page here. And so Coyote, he sees a house and he's like, "All right, let's go into this house and see what's happening in there. Maybe they can help us." And they walk in and you see like a bald, like neo-Nazi looking guy with like piercings all over, wearing like a red robe.
I was going to point that out. Neo-Nazi, yeah.
And a bunch of other people wearing red robes and a bunch of like weird character designs. And this is the introduction for a whole bunch of iconic ass characters. You'll come to love these characters through the comic. These are fucking iconic. Yes.
All right.
So we have
I love that.
we have the leader here, Kellic. He's the high priest here, clearly, and then you have Bob and John.
John can't even fucking see.
Well, we see him later down on the page.
We see the side of his head, but I love that you just see the side of his head and arrow pointing to his blue hair.
Yeah.
John,
So
blue hair.
for the first time in the comic, Laserbot just like has arrows pointing to people with their names, just because these characters are going to be really important. So we need to know these names. So,
I feel like just pulling my leg and they're gonna die in the first fucking next chapter or some shit.
No.
Just get brutally murdered.
No, these are great. We also have Kevin, who's a black guy, apparently. He just looks like a white guy with like tan skin. But
dude, how do you know he's a black guy? Come on,
he's
are you
very,
being that
very
judgmental?
brown skin.
I don't believe in race. I don't see race, dude.
He does have blue eyes as well, so that's sort of... Maybe he's just really tan. I don't know. We also have...
blackface.
Maybe he is. I wouldn't put it past these guys. Then we have October, who's a girl with short ginger hair. We have Bill, who's a guy with a soul patch and wearing a mask and a mohawk.
What the fuck is... Not even a soul patch, he has 2 soul patches.
He has 3. He has...
No, because the bottom one is a fucking... What do you call it? Like a...
Oh yeah,
chin
like
strap.
Sure. But being he has like one tiny black soul patch, then Andre has one tiny black soul patch, and then on the bottom of his chin he has like some blonde beard. Completely deranged character design on display.
Yeah, I love it.
But you know, these
What
these
a
are
madman.
these are some great guys here. And further down on the page, we also get introduced to Demaro. So you know, with these. Kellic invites everybody in and is like, okay, with everybody now, we have 12, so let's commence the ritual. And everybody's like talking, they're like, our Lord will decide if we're worthy of the gifts, and they're like, only he can pass judgment on our souls, there is no other God.
Yeah, past P-A-S-T.
Yeah, past judgment.
It's supposed to be past judgment.
Yes. I just
want
want to point out
this one.
I just want to point out Kevin's line here.
Yeah.
I do not know what it means. So he says, "When are we going to start the ritual?" Okay, fine. What the gently cares is with that. What does that mean? The fuck does that mean?
Obviously, alright.
Andre, thoughts?
Right, so am I just being like your fucking translator for Mongoloid or something like that?
Yes.
Okay, apparently. Fair enough. Here's what I think. When
Yeah, we need some analysis here.
He wants to know when the ritual's gonna start, obviously. Fucking retard.
Yeah. Obviously.
Duh.
But what's the second one? What the gently cares is with that.
Here he's saying... Just give me a second to think of some bullshit. Don't worry, alright? Just, okay, this is Improv 101. Yes, and,
yes, and, he wants the ritual to start. Yes, and,
What the fuck does it mean? I don't know. What the gently cares is with that. Okay. So if you just, what the fuck is up with that? He wants to know if something is up with that, but he wants to know if someone is gentle enough to care about the ritual and the sorrows. Okay, I don't fucking know.
The only thing I can think is
that gave me a goddamn aneurysm.
The only thing I can think of is that this is like Kevin's iconic catchphrase, where instead of like saying "What the fuck's up with that," he's just like "What the gently cares is with that."
Maybe.
Instead of fuck, he says gently cares, but even what the fuck is up with that doesn't really make sense in this context. But whatever. I guess Kevin's just a special sort of guy.
Yeah. But okay, so here's Kellic's line. I will give you a moment before we will begin. Oh, fuck. I had like half an aneurysm there, but holy shit, Kevin just knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
weird 'cause,
we'll
yes,
see
it
more
seems
of
like- yeah.
we'll see
Yeah,
more
but-
of this style here where you have, he says, I will give you a moment, and then there's an arrow, and then on the next line you see another arrow to indicate that the line has continued. This is something he still does to this day. So just get used to that, I guess.
Yeah, but okay. I just want to point out, I'm reading all of this along with Kris. It might not seem like I'm doing it. That's because I'm just trying to process this shit so I don't always react.
Yeah.
My brain just fucking phased out what the jet lag is with that.
Yeah.
Because I did not register that shit at all. It was too powerful for my head to even wrap its head around. I would have died if I tried to process it in the first go.
Yeah, and that is, really the genius of Laserbud. I think he probably got some sort of like eldritch knowledge, and that's why he's able to write this comic.
Most likely. He's seen Cthulhu and lives to tell the tale.
Yeah.
But he doesn't because he knows what will happen.
Exactly. So anyway, Porky is like, I've been to church. I mean, I go to church all the time, but this is kind of a strange church. I mean, I bet it's a great church, but it's just a bit different from what I'm used to.
Yeah, he's used to fucking televangelist and Kenneth Copeland. Fucking...
Yeah, he's all about the prosperity gospel.
Yeah, probably.
And seed money. That's Kenneth Copeland's thing. It's
really?
like, well, it's like you gotta pay him. If you pay him loads of money, that means that God will like pay you later in life.
No.
He's a complete scammer. He's a terrible, terrible person.
Dude, he's a fucking... I don't know. I kind of remember when he fucking started mocking Joe Biden.
Did he?
In a church. Yeah, he's like, and God's... No, and the fucking... I just ripped ass.
Hell yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, fuck. That smells...
Remember when Kenneth Copeland tried to blow COVID away through the television?
Yeah, that was the thing. It was about...
everybody get close to the television. I'm gonna blow COVID away.
Yeah. No, but he was just like laughing maniacally, like, ha 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 ha.
Oh yeah, that's a deranged clip.
I fucking love that. I fucking love it. I love it so much.
Yeah. He also said that he will not fly he will only fly private jets because flying planes with other people is like sitting in a tube of demons. So
Well, I mean, I also need a private jet for the same reasons.
yeah, but only he gets one.
Listeners, donate to the Church of Andre's Micropenis.
Please, you need to worship it so that we can get a private jet, because we don't want to set in a tube of demons, damn it.
Yeah.
Alright,
Anyway.
so...
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah?
Oh, it's a great church. This is a bit more upfront than normal.
Yeah, who knows? Bill talks in riddles, I guess.
Now he's lost one soul patch.
He has lost one of his black soul patches. His eyes also went from yellow to brown.
Wait, what the fuck? Holy shit, yeah, it did.
But so we see the hooded man with red eyes, known as Demaro, and we just see Fuds saying, church is so boring.
Ain't that a fucking truth?
Yo, relatable, am I right?
Yeah.
Fuds' choice is to not go to this boring ass sermon. Hell yeah! All right, let's get
Next
onto the
chapter.
next page.
Next
page
page,
here. Okay, so he says,
Sylvester, I love that.
yeah, we just see one frame of Sylvester just laughing with his like bloodshot weed eyes, and Kellic says, "Okay, now that everyone is acquainted, we shall start the ritual. Capital A on acquainted." But I'm also surprised that he managed to spell
Spelled
acquainted
it correctly. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay. So you can't fucking spell pass judgment, but you can spell acquainted.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I think I would be liable to even spell acquainted wrong.
Yeah, I've spelled it
forgetting like
wrong
the C.
Yeah, same. I've done that a couple times.
Yeah.
I spelled it double Q a lot of times actually.
Double Q? I don't think any word has double Q in it.
No, but I was just thinking. Well, I mean, I was thinking like Norwegian rules of double consonants, you know. Whereas like if it's a bit of a hard sound, and I just translated that to English, so that's why. I haven't done it in a while, but I'm probably prone to doing it sometimes. But like, okay, Laserbot.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? I mean, do you or do you not English?
I don't know. He's
and also, did he just baptize them all acquainted? Is that what it means? All right, now that everyone is acquainted.
Oh yeah, like it's a title.
Yeah.
Like it's in Dark Souls, like hollow. You are hollow.
Or Ashen One.
Or Ashen One. Yeah.
Or Unkindled. Yeah.
Yeah. So Kellic explains the ritual. He says there are two stages to the ritual. The second stage will be explained by our Lord, because I don't know the second stage. Okay.
That's such a good one.
So he says the first stage is simple. You drink from the blood of their lord of the fountain. So he can't spell fountain, but he can spell
acquainted like a boss.
Yeah. Right. And if any of them are not worthy of his gift, full stop, the person will die after they drink the blood. All right. Yeah. Simple enough.
Okay, so has Laserbot capitalized anything until acquainted?
he did it, but he does it like randomly. Makes no sense.
Yeah, but it's not even like intermittently randomly. It is fucking spread out there randomly.
It's very rare. He did like a capital in one of the chapters, I think. I forget.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Silver's Mission. I think he did it with that.
Maybe. He very rarely does it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm obsessing way too much about acquainted.
So he says that if you survive the first stage, you'll go on to the second stage. And Demaro likes this, and Porky's like, wait a minute, it's kind of a weird thing we're doing. What kind of church is this? And Fuds is just like, Porky, stop being a fucking pussy and drink the fucking blood.
Oh, yeah.
and same with Coyote. He's like, bro, this is just like the blood of Christ or whatever. Just, let's drink this epic blood. The Satanist.
You know, you shouldn't call it pussy, because pussies can take a lot of beating.
True. That's true.
But also, I don't think that's... actually, you know what I learned is that pussy actually stems from Latin word for meek.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know, I was just fucking...
Pussy doesn't even sound like a... doesn't sound like a Latin word.
It's like pussimus or some shit like that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, well, so it's not pussy in itself, it's like something else entirely.
Well, there you go. I guess cats are meek.
Yeah, well, I mean, also, like, you know, when you say pussy, I think it's more like the very thing that, you know, pussies are supposed to take a beating. You're not supposed to take a beating. Like, don't make yourself meek, or make yourself have to be someone that takes a beating.
I mean, yeah, you shouldn't beat up cats.
No.
And so... all the other Satanists are confused by our heroes talking about Christ and shit. And October goes, our shallow souls will see judgment.
Oh, God.
And Bill is back to having 2 soul patches.
Yeah, okay, so that was not like an initial designer. Cool.
And back to having yellow eyes as well.
Yeah. Okay, so that implies that Bill has an evil brother.
Yeah, maybe it's Bill and Ball, and they're both in the room. But Ball didn't get an introduction, sadly.
Yeah, Laserbot, get on that, and then Ball is also part of the trolls because he didn't get the fucking powers of Jesus, or maybe he did. I don't know yet.
Well, these are not trolls. These are just humans here.
Yeah, but maybe like whatever. Okay. So the fucking take a cup.
So
I would have loved.
So Kellic says, "Okay, enough talk. It's time for judgment. Take a cup and drink his blood."
Yeah.
All right. So let's go on to the next picture because it's immediately contradicted. Because okay, so Tom, high out of his mind, he says, "Oh, I don't know if I could drink anymore, but okay." And then he takes it, just chugs it, and then Kellic says, "Wait, I didn't say you could just drink it." But whatever. Everybody drink.
No, he didn't. I didn't say that he could drink it. But whatever, everyone drink.
Okay, but on the last page you said, take a cup and drink his blood. So you literally said, drink it. I don't get you, Kellic. So everybody takes a drink of the blood, and Bob, John, Kevin, October, and Bill immediately die. So that's the end of these iconic characters that got named just to immediately get killed.
Yeah, what the fuck did I tell you?
But like, why did he name him? Why did he specifically name these characters?
Yeah. Well, I love that Porky is still wearing a fucking bra, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's part of his character design now, I guess. Okay, so our fucking cartoon characters, as well as Kellic and Demaro, survive, and Kellic is like, "Wow, these markings seem to be appearing on her hands," and then we see like the pentagrammic markings on the hands, as we saw in the last. It was the last chapter where we met the neutrals, as well as Fud, on Fud's hand.
Oh,
and
fuck. Who's the yellow? Oh, that's Coyote, right?
Yeah, it's Coyote.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, Coyote, everybody gets a red marking, but Coyote, he gets a yellow one. And so we hear the voice of Satan himself.
My children, you seven are alive because you're worthy of this power.
Yeah, so he says, okay, I will explain the second stage. The second stage is you will have a full day with this power to decide if you want to keep it or not. To pass the stage, you must do two things. You must control your emotions to a state where your emotions are neutral, and use the power consistently. If you fail either of those, your life will be shortened traumatically. Okay, the last sentence on this thing is a complete mess. It's one of my favorite.
Yeah.
One of my favorite sentences. So he says, your life will be shortened traumatically. He clearly meant dramatically. Full stop. Or worse, full stop. Loose the power altogether, comma, I will give you one day to require these requirements.
Oh my god.
Honestly, one of the best sentences in the comic.
You know what I thought of?
Yeah.
We could have like a fucking expect nothing, get less bingo.
Yeah.
Where you just fucking try to mark up when either of us says or does shit. So just me getting hype over shit is like one of them. Me obsessing over fucking how Lacebot draws hands because I love that happens a lot.
Really well.
Yeah, he draws really well. Dude, fucking Lacebot. Yeah, exactly. If I go off on a fucking artiste tangent.
Yeah.
If
we talk about shading.
If I start giving fucking shoutouts to Alvin Earthworm or whatever.
Alvin Earthworm.
That happens a lot.
I thought when the episode was starting and you were saying shoutouts, I thought you were gonna shout out to Alvin Earthworm again.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we should. Somebody should make a TGP drinking game.
Yeah. Whenever you fucking fucking spoiler, you just start teasing me with future shit.
Whenever
that happened a lot that happened a lot in the first couple of episodes. I was so mad at you.
Well, you know, it still happens a bunch.
Yeah.
But we're already at like the fucking good shit right now. The neutrals is the good shit.
Yeah.
So you know, no reason to tease this because it's happening in front of our eyes.
Fucking what's his name? Demico? No.
Demaro?
I guess a third eye.
Yeah, so we see here Demaro has a third eye.
He has a third eye, I guess.
And fucking Kellic is just fucking loving this. He's like, oh my god, I didn't even know it was real, but we now have the gift. This is the best day of my life. The Lord has really blessed us.
Oh my god.
And Porky's just like, what the fuck's going on?
No, he's a good Christian.
Yeah, he would never swear.
What is this? I'm doing a Ben Shapiro impression.
It's Ben Shapiro as Porky Pig.
I mean, fucking yeah.
Yeah. Do you know Ben Shapiro was a screenwriter before he became a conservative commentator?
No.
He was.
Okay.
His scripts never got picked up. So sad.
Uh,
He sold a couple, but none of them got made into anything.
I would have loved to see Ben Shapiro's vision.
Well, the Daily Wire has made a movie now, or he's written a book as well. Is this like complete masturbation fantasy about like a cool a veteran returning to like the woke fucking America and not liking it. It's fucking epic. That's what it is.
Is it like fucking Frank Miller's Holy War or whatever?
it's not that bad.
Okay.
Frank Miller's Holy War is completely deranged. There's a crazy man like literally wanting to kill all Muslims.
I mean, like, here's the thing. I'm not gonna say that he's okay to do it, but like 9/11 hit people differently.
Yeah.
And he probably had a lot
And it
of
hit him hard.
issues. Yeah. Like, he probably had a lot of underlying issues and patriotism issues. Like,
Yeah.
so I think he just snapped. He just fucking snapped.
He went crazy.
Yeah.
And the world is worse for it because Frank Miller wrote some of the best comics of all time.
Yeah. I gotta read that one. I just.
Holy War.
Yeah.
It's in the library. It's in the library. That's where I read
Yeah.
it.
I just need to like figure it out. Like, what the fuck? Because I just
It
have
is-
secondhand
it is, like,
accounts
shocking.
from you. Yeah.
I should check it out. Alright, so on to the next page. Get a sun here. So another on the sun counter.
Yep.
Ding. What are we up to now? 3 or 4?
3, I think.
Yeah. So first of all, I just wanted to say that
We've
it's
had 2 suns in the background. No, in
Yeah.
back flashbacks, and 1 sun in the actual
Oh, yeah.
comic.
that's right.
Yeah. So 3 suns altogether now.
So 2 flashback suns. Interesting.
So it could be that the sun is like fucking reverse Tatooine, where it's very rarely seen.
Yeah.
They have like half a sun.
Half a sun. Yeah, or just a quarter, because we've only seen it in this form here.
Yeah.
Alright,
You were gonna say?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that it's very. I find this very effective because the last page ended with just like a Porky being shocked, and then this page just starts with a completely black frame, and then daytime, so we know that everybody just blacked out from this point, and now we go on to the next day, effectively told and realized. I thought.
Yeah.
Way to convey that information.
Hell yeah.
And so we see Coyote waking up in a doghouse, as well as Fudd just lying on the lawn. And he's like, "Oh fuck, where am I? My head is fucking
killing me."
Yeah.
Oh my! I love this fucking title. That is a. Yeah, I've looked myself in the mirror sometimes when I'm hungover, and that, like, the crusting on the eye is so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh god, I don't remember anything from last night. I need a coffee. So he goes and gets himself.
Damn.
He goes and gets himself a coffee, and then he looks at his hand and realizes he has the fucking, neutrals thing with the iconic N on it, and he's like, what the fuck? Oh my god, it really did happen.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Next
So
page.
Go into the next picture. So he's like, okay. It seems like I controlled the strings coming out of my fingers, and the yellow sign, because we see now the yellow sign is no longer an N; it's a pentagram. And he can make it visible to the human eye or not. So immediately, Coyote's like, let me experiment with this. He's clearly into this.
Yeah, that's why he's got like the yellow fucking strings, because he's proactive. No, not proactive. Like, he's like getting ahead of this. He's not trying to like wait for it to happen. I like that.
Yeah, we learn slightly later that Coyote is actually a complete natural at being a neutral.
Oh really? In this chapter, or like?
Yeah, in this chapter.
Oh yeah, cool.
And he's like,
Yeah, he did strike me as that.
yeah,
He did strike me
and
as sort of just going with the flow type of guy.
it's basically implied, or at least from my reading, is that he's kind of a chosen one. So we'll see more evidence for that later.
Well, I mean, if you can kill a fucking roadrunner, you better be a chosen one.
Well, if you remember, he got Shadow
He
and
got
Knuckles
help.
help.
Oh,
do
that's
that.
probably why he's a natural at being a neutral, because he has nothing to weigh him down.
You might be right.
Yeah, like the roadrunner is the only thing that he's actually cared about. So now that it's gone, it's just like
Right.
this waste.
Exactly. It's completely neutral.
Yeah.
So we cut over to Porky's house, and we just see fucking Petunia screaming Porky's girlfriend in the
His
show.
wife.
Yeah, in the comic they're married.
In the show.
In the show, it's just a girlfriend.
Right.
So he's screaming at Porky, being like, "Where were you last night? You were gone all night. Better wake your ass up." And Porky's just like lying underneath his bed, and he's like, "You better have an explanation for not coming home last night. I was waiting all night." And I just love this piece of art of Porky like lying under the bed and saying, "Oh fuck, she's pissed." Just like the look of it in his eye, and like the other eye is like covered by the bra. He still has the bra on his head.
Yes.
And this is a great piece of art here. It's like, oh fuck, she's pissed. And so Porky tries to get up and like just like smashes his head on the underside of his bed. He's like, oh damn it, it's completely everything is
God.
fucked up for Porky.
Yeah.
And
she's in a very bad mood right now.
she's in a very bad mood, she says.
VARI. So
Yeah.
is it in a varying bad mood, or just
It might be.
is her mood varying and now she's in a bad mood?
You might be right. And now, as well, it's written. It says, "Now, so you better tell me."
Yeah.
Even though it's clearly supposed to be, I'm in a very bad mood right now. But it says, "I'm in a very bad mood right!" Exclamation point. Now, so you better tell me. Also, "now" is written with tiny letters compared to the rest of the text.
Yeah.
So, makes no sense. So Porky's just starts sweating in. He's like, "Oh shit!" And Petunia's like, "Who the hell's bra is that on your head?" And Porky, being a bleeding heart, he's like, "I'm not gonna lie to you. I went drinking last night with my friends, and I cheated on you." And he's like crying. And then Petunia starts crying and runs out by saying, "It's over," and slams the door.
Bitch, like you've never been cheated on. We're all cheaters. Fuck him out.
No, this is fucking dramatic, sis. This is pure fucking... Porky's a tragic character, truly.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next page here.
Yeah.
So we just see Porky just like screaming like, "No, don't leave me!" Before cutting to the most iconic frame in the entirety of the comic, even more so than Tails' face, I would say.
Absolutely. And it deserves to be it.
Because it's a great piece of art. It's Tom waking up on the floor being like, "Oh, what the fuck, what happened last night?"
And they got the fucking meme frame from like all those good memes,
Yeah.
like me turns off the ceiling fan, everyone else in the chopper. Or me
Right.
licks a knife when I'm done, the other surgeons.
Right. So, yeah, you see the Tom meme face. It's from Tails Gets Trolled. It's not from the cartoon, as many people think.
Yeah. And that is also the fucking the picture that was used to sort of thumbnail this chapter.
Right. It was put there after the fact because it became a meme.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a very famous image. It's sort of transcended the comic. So many people know of this image without knowing where it's from or about Tails Gets Trolled at all. While the Tails face is more of like emblematic of the comic. This is like transcended. This is like completely, become a meme.
Yeah, it's sort of like, Always Sunny memes, whereas like a lot of people don't even know that it's from Always Sunny.
Yeah, like the Trash Man, people don't know that's from Always Sunny a lot of the time.
Yeah.
People just like, lol, fucking funny Danny DeVito saying Trash Man.
Yes. Or fucking...
This is the same.
Did someone get addicted to crack?
Right. I was just gonna say this panel here is transcended the comic so hard that this exact panel of Tom doing this face has like porn of it. So you could find this exact Tom face having porn parodies of it. That's how, transcendent it has become.
You're fucking with me.
I do not. I'm not. There's a lot of it, actually.
Tom meme, rule 34, come on.
Just looked up unsettled Tom. I found one, for example. I'll send you one. So what do you think, Andre?
Oh, fuck. Okay, that's...
Yeah, it's unsettled Tom getting fucked by the dog.
Spike.
Spike. Is that his name?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so that's one of the many Tom memes based. Anyway. So yeah, truly iconic frame right here.
Yeah, the dog's name is Spike.
Right. Alright, so Tom, after the iconic frame, he goes like... another honestly great face for Tom. Laserbot draws just the best faces for Tom.
Yeah.
He goes like, I don't remember a damn thing. I can barely remember why we got drunk in the first place. And he's like, fuck it. It'll come back to me later. And then he remembers fucking Jarry, Jarry,
yeah,
eating all his food. And he's like, I'm going to kill that fucker. I'm going to make sure this time. Just like a picture of Jerry eating some cheese, just looking really happy.
Mm-hmm.
And
if you get smarter than he is, you can do it.
Yeah, and you get an extreme close-up in on his eyes. You just see the irises of his eyes, basically. His angry eyebrows. It's pretty well done, to be fair.
Yeah.
And he's like, I gotta try to outsmart this mouse. And he comes up with a plan. So he's pretending to drink some milk, and he's like, oh man, this milk's so fucking good. Oh man, she really outdid herself. I guess their owner? Who knows?
And Jerry's like, what?
Yeah. Jerry
goes up and
sneaks in, just slurps up the milk. And just see an evil fucking frame of Tom being like, drink all you can, yes.
Yeah, next page.
Let's go into the next page here. So then we just see this fucking completely gruesome death of Jerry. Just because he was clearly poisoned. So you see his eyes start getting bloodshot, and he starts puking out a mix of blood and milk. And
yeah, well, I mean that's what happens with certain poisons, like rat poison.
Yeah, right. And it's completely graphic and not funny at all. And Tom even goes oh god, it's a bit too graphic for me. Thought he was just gonna drop dead. So he goes okay, I guess I can't eat him anymore. And then he realizes he has the neutral hand, and he goes what the hell's on my hand? Holy shit. And he jumps away in fear. He's like, what the fuck's going on? And he's like, wait a minute. After killing Jerry, I must have gotten satanic powers. Of course. Which means I can be super powerful and kick everybody's ass, so I'm gonna be awesomely badass.
To be fair, that's one of the things I would think if I got superpowers, so...
Yeah, and I love this face of Tom. It's completely deranged looking.
Yeah.
Where he's saying that he's smiling, but his eyes are it's he's on the top of his eyes. It looks completely bizarre. And
it's slightly cross-eyed.
Yeah.
It's a fucking good picture.
It's very strange, but it's funny. So it's haha, yeah. Now I must find out what to do with these demonic powers.
Yeah.
Let's go on to the next page. So it cuts over to Sylvester, who, as remember, the party was to celebrate Sylvester killing Tweety Bird. And now he's like, okay, now I'm going to eat Tweety Bird. This is going to be great.
Fuck yeah.
It says a weird line where he says, I got to sit up while I eat my food.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, me neither. That I guess he's maybe referring to the fact that Tom still hasn't gotten Jerry. Because he...
Well, yeah, it says that Dan
that's
Tom's
probably
got
that-
nothing on me. I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
what
probably
the
it.
sit-up part means.
No, I think it's more like I gotta sit up before I eat this because I've been lying in bed and eating shit sometimes and like I gotta sit up. So he's probably like thinking, oh, my food is Sweetie Bird. I killed my nemesis. Tom still hasn't killed Jerry, so it's maybe just like, you know, this afterthought that like he's just saying it out loud, like what he's coming to his head in a second.
I guess it does make sense because he's like reclining and he's like, okay, wait, I gotta sit up while I eat my food. So he sits up to eat his food, and then his like necro strings come out of his fingers and accidentally reanimate Tweety Bird, and he goes like, "What the fuck is this?" And then he just screams.
Yeah, appropriate reaction.
Yeah.
And then we get fucking Tom. Oh, I love that. We just get Tom having explained everything.
It cuts to Tom explaining everything to Fudd, who of course didn't listen because he never listens when anybody explains anything.
You can't focus worth a shit.
We just see a frame of Fudd's face, just like completely cross-eyed, as he looked when they were driving in the car back in the last chapter.
Yeah. And you block out everything and fucking... Oh, God.
So then we just see Porky like desperately trying to call his wife and like grasping at his like cross that is around his neck, and he's like, "Sorry, really, call me back. I love you, please." And Tom and Sylvester are like, "Okay, we need to talk to Coyote about this." They're like, "Yeah, but Coyote's not home."
Yeah.
And Porky's like, "She's not calling me back. I already called her 10 times. I don't know what to do anymore."
You should probably just kill yourself.
Let's go on to the next page here. Alright, so Tom is like, "Don't worry too much, Porky. Just give her some space and she'll be back in no time." And Sylvester is just like, "That's very unlikely." And Tom is like...
It's very unlikely with this current situation.
Yeah. Tom's like, "Don't listen to him. He's just being a dick." And then Sylvester just like tries to fucking Ben Shapiro destroy him in the marketplace of ideas, where he's like, "I'm being a dick? No, I'm just being realistic. You should not give him false hope."
You know, I'm just being realistic. You should not be giving false hope, like he's used to from Christians. And like the deals of this are real. He cheated on her. Now the thing you gotta ask yourself is, would you take yourself back after that? Because logically speaking, you would not take someone back if they cheat on you.
Yeah, well, just hold that thought, because Tom is like, "Stop being a dick. I'm just trying to make him feel better." And then, Porky's like crying at this, and Tom is like, "Look what you just did. I'm gonna kick your ass." And then fucking Sylvester goes into another like fucking long ass rant where he just like says nothing.
That is a fucking novel. Straight Ben Shapiro. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to read this as Ben Shapiro.
Yeah. Go on.
You still like to see the deep meaning of things and just focus on what's in front of you. Think of it like this: what if he believed in what you said to him about her coming back to him in time, and he gets his hopes up, think that's gonna happen, and she never comes back to him? That would put him in a worse situation worse state than he's in right now. If he wasn't so stupid, he would realize that what I'm doing is helping him right now, but it's gonna help him a lot more than your advice in the long run.
Two completely like long run-off sentences that are completely confusing to read.
Yeah, well, also this is perfectly capitalized and everything.
Oh my god, you're right. Yeah. At least he capitalized them.
Yeah.
Those two, way too, like, if you gave this into an English teacher, they would, give you an F. Just like write it in shorter sentences. Nobody talks like this.
Except Ben Shapiro.
Except Ben Shapiro, of course. So anyway, Fudd, to get him to stop fighting, threatens violence, pulls out his gun, and says, "I'll shoot you both if you don't stop."
With his shotgun.
With a shotgun. Or his second cock, as he calls it.
Yeah.
And so we cut to Coyote. He has gone to visit Kellic. And he's like, Kellic's like, "Oh, so you realized, or you came to our meeting place," as in meat that you eat and not to meat place on mistake. But you were somehow more worthy than those iconic characters such as Bill and Kevin. Wow. And Coyote's like, yeah, I seek information so I can understand what's happening here. And so Calyx is like, all right, I'll explain to you what just happened. So basically, you are the neutrals now. And what the neutrals are, they were created back to the beginning of time. They were created to be fight between God and Satan. The war between God and Satan. In the middle, God had their own neutrals and Satan had their own neutrals. And they would fight each other, and it was fucked up. And they were basically tools of God and Satan to battle each other. But after a while, the Christians, they were like, nah, we're gonna stop doing war and stuff. We're just gonna recruit people to believe in Christianity and shit. And the Satanists also sort of forgot about the power, but some Satanists still remember, and that's what Calyx is. He is a Satanist. He wants to bring back the neutrals because it's based.
Fuck yeah! I mean, fucking neutral power. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the backstory. Let's go to the next page here.
Yeah.
And Calyx so yeah, that's the backstory. It sounds pretty bad, but that's why this power exists. And Cody's like, alright, I'll go to the graveyard and test this shit out.
Fucking base, let's defile some graves. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and he says, see you, bald
See
guy,
you,
but
bald
I have
guy.
no clue who his name is. And then Calyx does... Yeah, right.
Sorry, I was reading.
Calyx soliloquies that Coyote is the strongest neutral of them all, even though he might not even know it, because the shit clearly comes natural to him.
Yeah.
So it's like, there's some great things in this guy's future indeed. Alright, so we cut to a church, and it's Porky is in the funeral of one of his pastors, Pastor Henry. And we see he's
yep, okay.
He's talking to the gray-haired. So these were two characters that were recently named in the character poll.
Yeah.
So the gray-haired character is named Father Bartholomew, and
that's boring.
Yeah, and and then you have a priest who has a super long red hair and a mustache, and his name is Father O'Malley O'Connell O'Carroll O'Reilly O'Brien O'Sullivan.
Wait, I think that's a fucking...
What is that? Is that a reference?
I think that's a reference to fucking Helsing Abridged.
Really?
Yeah. So what can I do for you, Father O'Malley O'Connell? I think that's a fucking reference to Helsing Abridged, because...
Well, that's what won. I thought it was very funny. That's what I've voted for too.
Yeah. That's a fucking great one.
Yeah, and in the most recent chapters, or the most recent pages, I mean, these characters are brought up again. So
what?
I guess,
oh my god.
I guess remember these characters? As well as the
Father
congregation.
Bartholomew and Father O'Reilly O'Sullivan O'Connell.
O'Malley O'Connell O'Carroll O'Reilly O'Brien O'Sullivan.
Yeah, no, that is definitely a Helsing Abridged reference.
Oh, wow.
Because that's when Anderson gets his first mission to go to England.
Yeah.
He's like, what can I do for you, Father O'Malley O'Connor, Brian O'Sullivan, whatever.
Well, there you go.
Who is also Italian. Oh, fuck. My phone just fucking went down.
Everything.
Yeah.
Alright, so, Pork's in the funeral of Pastor Henry, and he talks to, both the fathers, and Bartholomew's like, I'm glad you're here, he would want you to be here. And O'Malley O'Connell O'Carroll O'Reilly O'Brien O'Sullivan is like...
the fact that you're rattling off that name without any issue. O'Malley
O'Malley, O'Carroll, O'Reilly, O'Brien, O'Sullivan.
O'Malley, O'Connor,
O'Carroll, O'Reilly, O'Brien, O'Sullivan.
O'Malley, O'Connor, O'Carroll. No.
Yeah, O'Reilly, O'Brien, O'Sullivan.
O'Reilly, O'Brien, O'Sullivan.
Important character, so you better remember the name.
It's like such a fucking Irish, just run of names.
Well, you know, he's an Irish Chad. And so
Irish.
Irish Chad.
Irish.
Porky's like, man, Pastor Henry's gone, and you know, personal stuff. I don't. Even after I begged for forgiveness, I'm starting to think that even if we pray to God, there might be some things that God can't fix, and we gotta, you know, do things ourselves and fix our own problems. And then O'Malley, O'Connell, O'Carroll, O'Reilly, O'Brien, O'Sullivan. It's like, nah, man. The Lord died for his sins, so you just need faith, bro, and you'll do it. And Porky's like, I guess you're right. And so,
why do I get a feeling that Porky's gonna get? Well, he goes over to fucking Father Henry. Was that it?
Bartholomew, or Henry is the dead one.
Yeah,
Pastor
the dead
Henry.
one, Pastor Henry. It says he wishes he was alive.
Yeah.
And the fucking strings go out of his fingers.
Strings come out of his fingers, and
so I think I know what the fuck is gonna happen next.
Yeah, so let's go on to the next page here.
But I love the look of his eyes as he sees this happening.
He is completely shocked at strings coming out of his demonic hands.
Yeah. Well, that's an overreaction.
Yeah, so
he pulls.
Pastor Henry starts reanimating, or gets pulled out of the coffin, and we see the crowds of the congregation. All these characters come back, by the way. You see the old woman
so they're gonna die right now.
No. These characters generally come back.
No, I don't fucking trust you.
Okay, well,
you're full of shit. All right,
get excited
you're a
for
liar. You're a cheat and a liar.
Chapter 25, when you'll see these characters again.
Right, you know that I'm gonna die before chapter 25, dude.
All right. All I wanted to say is, you see the old woman that is cut off, in this like shocked, where you see like retard Shaggy and the gaunt woman.
Yeah.
In that panel, the old woman on the right side that's cut off, her name is Sister Fister. Point that out. She shows up later. And Bartholomew and Father O'Malley, O'Connell, O'Carroll, O'Reilly, O'Brien, O'Sullivan instantly realize that he's a neutral, and they're like, holy shit, we must kill him because he's a neutral. And they're the spawn of Satan.
I love to just start rattling off Father O'Malley.
O'Malley,
Father
O'Connell, O'Carroll, O'Reilly, O'Brien, O'Sullivan, yeah.
O'Malley, O'Connell, O'Reilly, O'Brien, O'Sullivan. You just started rattling off faster and faster and faster. Soon enough, it's just gonna be a boop.
I'll have the world record holder in saying his name. Alright, so, you know, these good friends, assumedly, instantly turn on and they're like, holy shit, we gotta kill Porky. And then
I love the fucking kid with a goddamn spiked club.
Right, and all these characters have all been named as well. So the guy with the dagger, his name is Kris Chin. The
obvious,
girl with the pink hair is named Evangeline. And the tiny blonde kid with a big spiked club is named Brogan. And they're like, doesn't it say in the Bible that we shouldn't kill? And he's like, it's okay if you it's for God, you know, like David did. And then everybody just gets ready to fucking murder Porky.
Well, I mean, the Bible is like the fucking best recorded, I don't know, like crime documentary of all time, more or less.
Yeah.
They should make fucking true. Yeah, they should make true crime from the Bible, like Cain and Abel. They got along swimmingly until Cain decided something else was gonna happen.
Andre, I've long said that I want to review the Bible. So
Yeah.
I think our venture, if we eventually finish a Tales Skits podcast, I think we gotta do the same format, only we review the Bible.
Oh my god. We just do it chapter by chapter, chapter 1.
Yeah. So, chapter 1, it's the creation story. Chapter 2, creation story again. What the fuck, dude? Come on, you just told the creation story. Now you're telling it slightly differently. Stupid.
Creation story 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Stupid, man. Who wrote this shit?
God? Yeah, that makes sense. Fucking full of himself. Dumb piece of shit. Come on, God. If you're really there, smile!
Exactly. And so Porky runs screaming out of the church, and Bartholomew's like, after it, God demands it, we must kill him for God! And you just see, frames of Porky just running, being like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what do I do, what do I do, what do I do?
Oh, dude, I've been farting nonstop. It smells.
Hell yeah.
It is rank.
So let's go on to the next page and see if that page will make you fart even more.
I gotta hide.
Yeah, so he tries to hide, and he hides in a trash can. And he's like, okay, I only have one option. I gotta go live with my parents. So he sends a text message to his parents, where it says, hey mom, I'm going to stay at you and your dad's house for a while. I'll explain why later. I just really need to stay there. I got nowhere else to go. Bye, I love you. Smiley face, hugs and kisses.
Yeah.
So he's like, God, if you are real, why aren't you helping me? Damn, man.
I get a feeling that some more shit's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Happen to this guy.
Yeah. Porky is one of the most punished characters in all of fiction. And so...
Oh, sweet home. I haven't been here in years. I wonder if everything is the same.
Yeah, so he's back in his classic attire without pants.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was wearing...
What's cooking?
Yeah. Right. So he comes home, and he's like, oh, where are my parents? I wonder where they are. Something's cooking. And he walks in, and he sees his parents are on the fucking stove cooking like bacon, and their heads are decapitated, and it says hugs at kisses written in blood on the floor. Yeah, messed up, but also hilarious. And I believe I forget both their names, but I think the father's name is Kris P. Bacon officially now, due to the character poll.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's a fucking pig that was. Remember the news story about a pig, and the fucking reporter couldn't get over the fact that the pig's name was Crispy Bacon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just said that now. Okay.
Right. Let's go
Next
to the next
page?
here. Yeah.
My God!
So yeah, you've seen they've been
is
butchered.
gruesome.
Yeah, written on the wall in blood is God, and then a cross.
Oh yeah.
These are good Christian people here.
Okay, this is clearly commentary on.
Jesus Christ, Andre. You cannot say that fucking shit. I had to bleep that entire thing. I gotta bleep that now. God damn it, you're putting so much work on my fucking plan.
The situation in the Middle East just isn't fucking...
Andre, what the fuck? Stop. Now, stop. We love deceiving our fans. We love it. We love confusing and deceiving our fans.
Yeah.
So yeah. Now it is clear that Laserbot hates Christianity. I assume he was brought up in a Christian family, and he became an edgy teen, being like, "Dude, God isn't even real, bro," and he wrote that into his comic.
Yeah.
Similar journey many Christian kids do.
Yeah.
Me included.
Yeah. Well, I mean, fucking... I think religion as a whole is just fucking stupid.
Agreed.
Like, fucking, didn't we discuss it? Like, even Buddhism has been perverted for politics. So it's just yeah.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, it's all political stuff, but
yeah, just like this podcast
Don't
almost
like-
became.
It is political. Tails gets political. TGP. Yes.
Oh my god! Didn't connect it. Oh my god!
So you just see a frame of just like Porky, just like crying, screaming, "No!"
Alright, can I give you a hypothetical? What
Yeah.
if you came home to Norway, right? Visited
Yeah.
your parents.
Yeah.
You just smelled bacon cooking,
Yeah.
and you walk in the door, and you just see a fucking splatter of blood all over.
Yeah.
And there where your dad is normally sitting on the couch, you just see a carcass in his clothes.
A
And it
pig's
takes
carcass?
That's what I was going for, yeah.
I'd be like, "What's happening?"
Okay.
I don't know. If something like that happened, I'd just be really confused and I'd be like, "What is going on?"
I think you'd be terrified. Like, just
think I
what
would.
psycho would have brought a fucking pig's carcass in there and slathered all the walls of blood and your parents aren't there. And we're just bacon in a pan.
It would be insane, but I wouldn't be. I don't know. We have like a
Okay.
hunter that hunts for us on our property and hunts like deer for us and gives us deer.
In
So-
Japan?
No, in Norway.
What the fuck?
We own like a big plot of land where there's a bunch of forests and shit.
Oh, look
And,
at us. We own a big plot of land and we own a hunter. Fucking hell.
Well, we don't own a hunter. It's just a hunter who likes hunting. And
Okay,
he's
yeah.
And he's like, I'll hunt on your lands and I'll give you some meat in return. So if he hunts a lot, we get like a full deer sometimes.
Awesome.
I don't even like deer. I think it tastes grody, but that's just
I've
me.
never had deer before.
Yeah, it's just very different from other meats. It's more
Yeah, I want to try
wild,
deer. I
as
want
they
to
say.
try reindeer. I want to try elk. I want to try alligator.
elk is the best of those. I haven't tried alligator.
I've heard alligator's actually really tasty.
Oh yeah.
Or it's really good in like just chili or gumbo or whatever.
Gumbo, jambalaya.
I don't know. I found a jambalaya recipe I'm gonna try out some week.
Yeah. You are, of course, from Florida.
Well, it just looked really good.
Sure. So, Porky is
okay.
clearly scarred by this.
Yeah. Well, did
and
he still eat the bacon? Because pigs eat anything.
Like
His natural instinct should be to eat his dad right now.
It's left to
Just
his own.
like-
It's left to your own imagination.
All right.
Laserbot is tasteful.
Mhm.
Laserbot is tasteful. He leaves some
Yeah.
stuff to your imagination.
Yeah, I'm a sicko, so apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Porky has like a Darth Vader no
He
moment.
does. And you just see the reflection of his parents' severed heads in
Yeah.
his eyes. So then it cuts to Coyote and the gang, and
Okay, I just read Coyote's first line. Why the fuck was his instinct to eat a dead person's brain?
because he's an experimenter.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If you had powers to reanimate the dead, at what point would you start eating someone's brain?
Well, you'd be like, I don't quite know how this body moves, but maybe if I try to gain his memories, I'll do that. So you try eating some of the brain, and you're like,
No,
oh my
no,
God,
you're
now I can do it.
metagaming right now. Now you're metagaming right now.
Well, fucking Coyote is an absolute metagamer, because that's exactly what he thought. And
Yeah.
the one thing he didn't realize was that he was like, wait a minute, if us neutrals were made to fight for the Satanist,
Yeah.
yeah,
Then they're a threat to Christians. He's thinking of
Right.
Porky. Fuck it. Yeah, he's clever. He's smart.
he's smart, he's loyal. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I appreciate loyalty in a man.
I quoted DJ Khaled right there, remember? You
Oh
smart,
yeah, the guy.
you loyal. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Go buy yourself a house. Go buy your mama a house. Go buy your whole family houses.
Yeah. Wait, so Sylvester just... So Tom is showing up, the fucking Jerry puppet to Elmer Fudd.
Yeah. So he's like, check this shit out. And he's puppeting Jerry.
Yeah.
And,
I like that we don't see Jerry doing anything. We just see him standing there.
Yeah. Well, Tom is clearly not eating some of his brain. And Coyote's like running in, and Sylvester's like, you seem to be in a rush. What's going on? And he's like, we need to hurry. Porky's in danger. We gotta save him. And we just cut to Porky with a completely like shell-shocked expression. He's like staring. He's like, oh.
Yeah, I can hear the droning going on in his head, like.
Yeah. Boom.
Yeah.
And they're like Porky,
something out of Hereditary.
Right. Like, Porky, are you okay? Porky, you need to come with us now. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, let's go to the next page here.
Next page.
So, Porky just goes, no. And he's like, Porky, your life's in danger. People are trying to kill you. And he's just screaming like, no, 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 no. So like stomping his feet. He's like, I said no. And he's like, it's very unstable right now. Porky's like, my wife left me and took our baby with her. My parents were killed by my Christian friends. What do I have now, huh? Nothing. It's all your fault. And then fucking Coyote.
No, it's really not.
Yeah, that's where Coyote comes in, literally destroys him with facts and knowledge.
Should I pull out the Ben Shapiro?
Go ahead.
Yeah. How's this my fault? I asked you to be a designated driver. I didn't ask you to drink and be with us or cheat on your wife. You did that. This is your fault because you're such a pushover that has no backbone and that's easily pressured to do stuff. You have no balls and that is why you fucked up and got drunk and that's why you didn't do what a normal married man would have done when a chick hits him and turned it down.
Literally true.
Yeah.
But also, Porky had a tough life.
Before that?
No, well, now.
Yeah, well, now, yeah, sure. But at the same time, it's like, you gotta fucking own up to your shit,
Porky just
if he hadn't gotten drunk, and if he hadn't cheated, they wouldn't be in a situation like if he had not gotten drunk, they literally wouldn't be neutrals.
Yes.
It's a direct consequence of Porky's shit life choices.
That is true. Though Coyote seems to enjoy being in neutral. And so does Tom. So, good, I guess? Who knows? But Porky gets pissed, and we just see, 3 frames of just, Porky just, slow motion, punching Coyote straight in the face. Amazing impact.
He looks straight up evil in the last one.
Porky, yeah, has, an evil expression.
Yeah.
As, Coyote falls over from the impact of Porky's big pig punch.
Yeah, I would believe it. Pigs are fucking massive.
And then Porky just screams, "Fuck you!"
Yeah, I love Sylvester's shocked expression.
Yeah.
We don't even get a full face.
Just a half face.
Yeah.
And I love the expression on Coyote's face as a reaction to that, with slight blood coming out his mouth. And he's
he's
you can hit me all you want, but it doesn't change the fact that you fucked up and ran into all this bullshit.
Yeah.
But hey, that's just being human.
Well, first of all, Porky's a pig.
None of these are human.
Except for Elmer Fudd.
Oh, yeah. He's subhuman.
Are you making fun of people? Nah, I'm not going to say that.
Good. Don't need to get cancelled 3 times per episode, Andre. And so, Akira says, we all fuck up and do our wrongs, but what really matters is what we do from here. We need to leave and figure shit out. And Porky's like, I got nothing left to live for. I'm gonna kill myself. And
as you do.
Literally, Coyote, facts and logic, is like, no man, calm down, analyze the situation. Your son still needs a father.
You need to calm down and analyze the situation. Calm down and think.
Okay, this line here is something Ben Shapiro would genuinely say. Your son still needs a father line. Read that one.
Your son still needs a father, if you're with her or not. Don't take your life away from your son. Your son needs his father. We will be over there.
Yeah. something Ben Shapiro genuinely has said. He's like, black children genuinely need a father.
Yeah.
Alright, and Porky's just like, maybe you are right. I haven't had any sleep, and I'm really tired, and the stress is crazy right now. And then Petunia shows up. With her baby.
This is the only time that calm down has ever worked in the history of calm downs.
Yeah.
Dude, calm down. Okay.
Well, as we've established, Porky is really easily
that is true.
Influenced by people, so whenever people say something to him, he like instantly does it, basically. That's just his character.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wait, where the fuck did Petunia come from?
Who knows? But let's go on to the next page.
Yeah.
Because this page is a truly iconic one in Tales Gets Trolled fandom. Everybody loves this page. Alright, so they're like, what's up? And Petunia's like, I didn't know if I should have talked to you again, but I forgive you. I know you wouldn't have done that stuff if you weren't drunk. And I don't really care about all that. And Porky's like, oh my god, are you saying that you'll forgive me? And they both have like tears in their eyes and big anime uwu eyes, and they're like, I love you. I need your help.
No.
I can't take care of our son alone. I need you to help take care of Porky Jr.
Okay, I've gotten to the bottom of this page. Gotta hurry it up.
And then Porky's like, oh my god, that makes me so happy. I'll promise I will never drink again. And there's a funny line here where she says, okay, but if you do it again, I will cut off your balls in your sleep. She says with a grin. And then she holds up her baby and goes, can you hold him real quick? He needs to be changed. And he goes, sure, I miss you so much. And then Coyote is like, wait, what's happening? What's that? And then you see a bullet come from off screen, go through Petunia's head, and then through the baby's head, and kill them both instantly.
What the fuck?
It's so fucking good too, because the background just goes pure red, and it's like a slow motion shot. Because every panel is like a small square, and with every panel, the bullet goes like slightly further forward until it enters through the head, and we see a front shot of Petunia's forehead with the bullet coming out through her forehead, and then on the next panel you see it go through to the baby, and you see the same panel where like a front shot of the bullet coming through the baby's head. Fucking brutal. God damn. So this is a truly iconic iconic page in Tales Gets Trolled history.
You cannot be doing that to me. Okay,
it's so tragic, but the way it happens is so funny as well. It fills you with so many fucking emotions, this page. God damn it. Laser Body, you're a genius.
I didn't think I could feel for an anthropomorphized pig.
Right.
But you made me feel for it. Laserbot, come on a podcast. I'll
shake your hand.
Yeah. I'll give you a slap on the ass and be like, yeah, that's firm.
Yeah, so, this among, many other things is that this is many people's favorite chapter of the comic, including mine as well. It's probably my favorite chapter.
Oh my fucking god.
Alright, so let's go on to the next page here.
Yeah.
So you just see blood spray. You see the blood is sprayed all over Porky's face, and you see the bullet fall down. So Porky was spared of this, but you see Petunia and Porky Jr. fall over, fucking dead.
Jesus.
And tears just start falling from Porky's eyes, and you see it was Father Bartholomew. You see him holding his shotgun, it looks like, and he's like, "This is for God." But then, fucking Satanists show up. So we have literally me here, the guy with long blonde beard and long blonde hair, and as you see later as well, he's quite tall. His name
Oh
is
my god.
Bjorn.
Fuck yeah. Norwegian name.
And it is.
Strong. Yeah, Bjorn in Norwegian, or Bjorn, as it probably is based off, is literally means bear.
Yeah, it's a cool name. It's said that in Norway they banned animal names now as.
They did. Yeah, they did. Because it was too loaded, I think. Or something like
Why?
that,
They're
like-
fucking cool. They're all cool as fuck. Like Hawk
Yeah, well,
and Bjorn and.
Yeah, well, apparently some kid named Bjorn who was like fucking really scrawny and shit was bullied a lot because of his name, because it didn't fit him.
Yeah, but it's not like I fucking buried Christ and I carried Christ and my name is still Christopher.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the same connotations to most people as opposed to Bjorn, which is like fucking really
Yeah, I guess.
masculine, manly. Like you expect
Well-
someone like our friend. Should we bleep his name?
Bleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, you expect someone like that to be named Bjorn. Big, strong guy.
Fair enough. Still just a dope name though. It just sounds
Yeah,
cool.
I fucking think it's fucking stupid, but when kids can't behave and fucking bully each other.
Dumb. It's all your fault, Andre. You started as a childhood bully, and it has led to this.
Fuck you. I had a fucking glorious purpose in my bullying, okay? I caused 5 suicides. Can you claim that? No, you can't. I've been name-checked 5 times in suicide letters, dude.
And that's why we like you, Andre. Anyway, the green-haired guy, his name is now Lettucehead. Another from the pole. So they show up and they go like, we can't let you kill them, the neutrals. Of course, Father O'Malley, O'Connell, O'Carroll, O'Reilly, O'Brien, O'Sullivan is there as well. And they're like,
Yeah.
Satanist. Well then, if you plan to get in our way, we shall smite you in the name of the Lord.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. You know what's ironic is that these guys aren't even Satanists, because Satanists don't believe in an actual devil. It's literally just opposition of Christianity.
a lot of times it's not even that. It's just the belief in freedom.
Yeah,
As
and the
opposed to-
rationality and human rationality.
Yeah, if you read the they have like their own versions of the 10 Commandments. It's like the 7 satanic edicts or something.
Yeah.
They're all completely fucking rational.
Yeah.
The only one that is like kind of weird is like revenge is good. You must always take revenge. But like I don't know. I don't see something super wrong with taking revenge. All the other ones are completely normal though.
Yeah, I just think that if you indiscriminately take revenge all the time, you're gonna go into that whole eye for an eye makes the whole world blind thing. Whereas like
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's just like if you've been slighted, revenge is okay to take basically.
it also depends on the type of revenge. If you've been slighted like and there are legal repercussions you can fucking go about it for, you should do that.
I'm not a revenge sort of guy, so
Yeah.
I can't relate to that one. But
Yeah, me neither.
whatever.
I don't think I'm a revenge sort of guy either. All depends.
Anyway, Satanists based.
Yeah. Satan is the only lord and he doesn't favor Christians. So die.
Yeah, true. Christains.
Stain.
And so there's an epic battle between all the Christians and the Satanists.
Yeah.
And on this battlefield, Porky just like shell-shocked starts walking up into the middle of the battlefield.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and Coyote's just screaming like, Porky, you gotta come with us, don't walk that way.
Okay. And he just starts doing like the force, I'm one with the force with me thing from... what?
Yeah. Yes.
Next page.
This page.
Oh, he does do it. Okay.
And so you just see like people like blown up in the background and shit, and Porky's just still walking. They're like, and Coyote's like, damn, we gotta hurry out of here before anybody like attacks and kills us. And they're like, wait, what about Porky? And here comes the titular Fuds choice, where good old Coyote goes like, okay, I want to help Porky just as much as the rest of you, but even if we manage to not get killed trying to save him, he's lost so much that I don't know if there's anything that we can say that would help him now. So we got to make the choice: either stay here and help Porky, or get out of here without Porky. And Tom is like, "All right, Fud, I will follow whatever choice you make. And then Fud goes, okay, let's get out of here. Damn. Fud's choice, literally Sophie's choice, literary reference, Liz's butt is a god.
Yeah. Oh, I love when you see Porky's legs, you see the guy with blue hair jumping over the dust cloud. It looks weird.
Yeah, and you see a bunch of people in the background. So yeah, Kyoto goes like, okay, we gotta hurry this way now. And you just see Porky still on the battlefield. And you see his fucking, the strings coming out of his fingers. They start getting thick and forming something, and you realize he's forming a fucking noose, and he ties it around the tree, and they're like, wait, shit, Porky, don't do it. And Porky fucking hangs himself in his own neck strings coming out of his fingers. All right. God damn.
Remember my fucking Keemstar joke from episode 7?
Let's get right into the news, yeah?
Yeah. Hello, I'm your host, Killer Porky. Let's get right into the news!
By the way, I don't think Keemstar actually did retire.
What?
Because his birthday was a couple... last week, I think. I think he's still making videos, so he didn't actually retire on his 40th.
That fucking cunt.
Liar. How dare he?
Yeah, how dare he? Anyway, let's fucking...
Yeah, so next page. So we see Porky's hanging body, and they're like, damn it, we gotta hurry out of here now. And Tom is pissed. He's like, oh, why are you acting like you don't care? And he's like, listen, we gotta master our emotions, be completely neutral, or our lifespan will be fucking shortened, or we could even die. So I'm doing this because I have to. We've got until midnight to control our emotions. And Sylvester's like, he's right.
Yeah.
And then when we get to midnight,
fucking straight Ben Shapiro here.
So yeah, well, Sylvester also is a pretty great neutral because he's always got his emotions in check.
Yeah, he's facts and logic.
Tom is very emotionally unstable, so he's not a great neutral, but that's how it be. So it cuts to midnight, and you see this frame of just like seemingly like vibration happening to both Fudd and Tom, and they just like bleeding from their noses and mouth, and they're like, damn, Tom and Elmer's lifespan was shortened. Tom couldn't control his emotions; he got too emotional, and Elmer Fudd, he didn't use his power because that was the other thing you had to do. You had to use the power. And he didn't. So both their life was shortened. But it seems they still have the power. So they still want it, apparently.
Yeah.
And so they're like, damn, we gotta hide from these bastards. And Fudd, of course, he just wants that wabbit.
Of course.
And Sylvester agrees. He's like, yeah, we need to get some bodies.
Mm-hmm. And some shit is going down on the battlefield.
Yeah. We'll see on the next page, but it cuts to the satanic church, and that was the blood fountain. It's been crushed, seemingly. So let's go on to the next page here. So it's Demaro. He confronts Kellic here, and Kellic says he's destroyed the fountain, or the fountain, once and for all. So it'll be impossible to make any more neutrals. And Demaro's like, fuck, you messed up my plans. Because he says, you already know that the fountain was the one thing that could properly mix the hellhound blood and the angle blood. For the blood to be able to work right for the Satanists to use to recruit more neutrals. So a mix of hellhound blood and angel blood creates the concoction that would create neutrals. And Kellic reveals, he says, I'm no longer a Satanist. After talking to Kyoto, he realized that this war between Christians and Satanists is fucking stupid and childish, and he just wants peace now. And he says, you, Demaro, you're fucking evil. You just want the neutral powers for your own personal agenda. And Demaro's like, yes, I will create an army of neutrals where I'm at the top. So he's basically like the puppet master, controlling further puppet masters who are controlling like demons and monsters and shit, making him like the ultimate god of the earth, and that's his plan. And he says he will kill all the other neutrals, including Coyote. And fucking Kellick's just laughing. He's like, haha, Coyote is a prodigy. You won't even be able to keep up with him, even how hard you try. Tomorrow's like, oh yeah? He might be a prodigy, but I'm a really fast learner, so if I just kill him before he catches up with me, with his natural neutral skills, there's no chance he will surpass me. And Kellick's like, you're full of shit, and you're full of yourself, and you will not be able to defeat him, and I'm going to defeat you now. So he pulls up all his like puppets, and it's like pretty much everybody who was involved in the battle. So you see, Bartholomew, Father fucking O'Malley O'Connell, Carol O'Reilly, O'Brien O'Sullivan, all the Satanists, Bjorn as well, and the
fucking Father O'Malley O'Connor, Carol O'Reilly O'Sullivan died.
Yeah, all these guys died.
Yeah, so they're not gonna come back, you fucking lying bitch face.
Okay, but you see, they are puppets, Andre, which means they will come back.
You may fuck off.
And the congregation did not die, so there you go.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, and you are tall.
That's true. There I am. I'm over everybody else. That's how tall I am.
Yeah.
IRL. One thing I just wanted to point out, Kellick here says, your plans won't come to play. I understand what he's trying to do. It's just a funny way to say it.
Yeah.
Your plans won't come to play. And then Tomorrow's like, those corpses are fucking weak. I have a strong corpse. Say hello to Addie the demon. And so a fucking demon shows up and just like stomps everybody, instantly killing everyone and breaking Kellick's arms, so he can't even use his neutrals powers anymore. And,
well, what do you know?
Damara's like, yeah, do you understand? I'm in another fucking league, baby. And that's why I will never die, but your death is now. And
fucking based.
That's
and
how
again,
the chapter
a fucking great hand from Laserbot.
True. A bunch of great hands in this chapter.
Yeah.
The close-ups of the strings coming out of them and stuff.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, again, as I said, I think last chapter, this flashback goes for literally only one more page. This flashback ends on the next page, so I don't know why that one wasn't included, but you know. As we know, 21 pages.
OCD, man.
I tried to look up why 21 pages, but it doesn't look like anybody's like asked them. So I'm very curious.
Yeah, no, Laserbot, we need to ask you why 21 pages. Come on the podcast.
We need to know the 21. Like, the only thing, my guess is that when you buy like comics issues, they're generally around like 20-something pages. So
right.
I assume he probably owned like some Batman comics or something, and he was like, alright, every Batman comic I own is like 21 pages, so what I'll do is that I'll make every single chapter 21 pages, so it'll be one issue. But since Laserbot like draws comics where he draws them sequentially, he doesn't like plan out an entire chapter. He just draws one page at a time.
Yeah.
The cutoff for where the 21 pages marker shows up often is very awkward and doesn't make a lot of sense as to like what an actual comic would do, because they always plan out their stuff.
To do that.
Yeah. So that's chapter 9, Fud's Choice. What do you think, Andre?
Fucking 10 out of 10. Would recommend. 10 out of 10. Would read again.
Hell yeah. This is the real shit. We got introduced to Tomorrow, who'll be a big villain going forward.
Fuck
and,
yes.
The neutrals will be a big aspect of the story now. It's fucking... Tails gets trolled from now on. This shit's getting fucking real. It's fucking dope. And, like the theme song says, it will be darker now. The tone, overall, generally a lot darker. Until the next arc, in a couple chapters.
Where he just gets in smoking weed.
Where it becomes the so maybe around chapter 16 or 17. That is the party arc, as it's called.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, that's exciting. And then after the party arc is the troll arc, and then we get into the modern arc where things are just fucking based every single page. I'm excited for that one. So yeah, this is Tailskit's podcast.
Signing off with a last racial slur. You self-righteous.
No. Damn, I can't believe Keemstar would say that.
What, Nick Mum?
Tails get strong. Tails get strong. Tails get strong. Tails get strong. I really wanna troll ya.